With President Trump popular in this particular corner of New York, will his coattails be long enough to pull these Long Islanders over to the finish line? Or will he take the office with divided government? Joining us now, native Long Islander Kevin Smith of the Loud Majority. Kevin, I understand you're in the middle of hurricane relief work right now from Long Island. How's that going?
It's going great. This is actually our fifth tractor trailer we're sending down to Western North Carolina. The people of Long Island have been absolutely incredible. This is going to be the last one we're sending down for the moment. But so obviously my setup is a little bit different than it usually is when I'm on here. We're loading up the trailer for one more trip.
Wow, a lot of generosity in this country. It's always encouraging to see. We've been talking about Long Islanders on this show quite a bit because now it's a very interesting demographic, especially for these upcoming sets of races. Talk to us about where these races are. Do you believe the polling?
Well, right now at the moment, Congressman Nick LaLota out in the east end of Long Island, which is Lee Zeldin's former district, he's up by about 2 or 3 points on John Avalon. He actually had a spectacular debate last night against John Avalon, who, shockingly, a guy who was in TV for 10 years, was absolutely terrible on television last night. Anthony D'Esposito in the southwest of Nassau County is going to be a little bit different. That tends to be a lot more of the people who left Manhattan during COVID to move out to the west end of Long Island, which is directly next to Queens and Brooklyn, running against Laura Gillum, who is a known commodity here on Long Island. But I think that if both of these candidates can stay true to the America First agenda, if they can follow the lead of President Trump, they will both be able to do well.
Well, again, how do you believe the polls? I mean, are they going to be able to make up the differences between these two sets of candidates on the left and the right?
Well, if I'm being honest, I think Nick LaLota has a good shot of winning out on the east end of Suffolk County. Anthony D'Esposito's got a much harder fight. It's a far more purple district. I think Cook Political Report has it at a D+4. We were able to pick up big gains in 2022, mostly on the back of Lee Zeldin, who is a known commodity here on Long Island. I call him the Prince of Long Island. So everybody loves Lee, and they had an inherently flawed candidate in 2022 running on the Democratic ticket. But right now, Anthony's definitely got an uphill battle, but we're doing what we can to help get him over the finish line.
Are there any other races that are notable in New York's many districts that you're watching that could potentially go a different direction?
Absolutely. Congressman Mike Lawler in slightly upstate from the 5 boroughs, and Congressman Mark Molinaro as well. All 4 of those districts that we spoke about were the key to the House majority in 2022. They're definitely going to have uphill fights. I think the president will do well, much better in New York than he did last time. Whether or not he can save all 4 of them remains to be seen.
Wow. Again, as someone who's not from the state, I'm not very familiar with New York politics. It's been very illuminating chatting with you about, how close these races actually are. The rest of the country, like me, just assumes New York is blue. But I guess we're getting pleasantly surprised over the years. Talk to us about this. There's another big event that's happening in New York. There's a gigantic rally Trump is going to hold at Madison Square Garden this Sunday, October 27. I assume you'll be there. How do you expect that rally to go? And I guess there's going to be a lot more security this time around. It's outdoors, I assume.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.